How's everybody doing? Hey, can you guys give me the thumbs up to let me know that you can hear me? We're going off the cell phone microphone. We're not using the plug-in mic today. Give me the thumbs up so I could see if we're being heard or not. I will wait till I see a thumbs up. Ah, we got the thumbs up. Okay, good. So it's probably tinny, but you could see also I got shadows behind me. So we're in the condominium that we rented. It's a micro condo, if such a thing exists. Girly Sen is here. Lorraine Bajadas. Larice is here. Larice has a new channel name, right? It's called Simply Lou. Simply Lou. What to do? And Tim Desiak is in the house. So Tim, we're not too far from the walking street. We're actually about 2 blocks away from Dow. That's about where we're staying. Over here on Pampanga Avenue, we rented a private condo. It turned out to be about the size of a closet. I really don't mind so long as it has a comfortable bed, a place to do your business. But the lighting in here is pretty bad. So it is what it is. I want to give away money. So Girly says here, Lorraine Pajaras is here. Anime Reyes in the house. 9 million people here. And I'm sure you're here for a reason. I'm sure it's because you want to win some money tonight. And some of you have been doing pretty good on other people's channel. I've been paying attention. I know I'm a busy guy, but every now and again I turn on the YouTube. I see what's going on. Nicole is here. Yenarine is here. Who else? Abby G is in the house. Abby G. I love saying that. Abby G. Abby G. Ah, Lazy Larry Lee is here. Yeah, so we're here in Angeles City. We were just down there at the Walking Street to see what was going on. There's a lot of construction going on down there, a ton of it, as a matter of fact. I'm getting background noise. I'm not sure if one of my cell phone speakers is on, but all right. I t- I think I've got them all turned down. I'm playing around here with the electronics. I only had like 5 minutes to set up. Some of you saw Mamini's message and my message in there. Anyway, we're going to have it 3 peso 200 winners today. What did I say? 3 people will walk away with 200 pesos. I've loaded up my Gcash. I'm ready to go. We're going to do randomized numbers, right? Random. So we'll bring up the Google random number generator. I don't know how the online is going to work, or I mean the stream, the data stream, the internet, because I'm not on internet, I'm on data. So data, like in Star Trek. Moama's here. Madeline Reyes in the house. How is everybody doing? So yeah, like I said, I know that people are winning money on other people's channel. I think that's great. I want to talk a little bit about what's going on with Dan's situation as far as the money goes. Man, it got noisy here all of a sudden. Uh, Charmaine is here. Hi, Charmaine. Thanks for coming. 11 million people in the house. All right, let's talk about YouTube and the checks. Now, I know that when stuff goes on, people start posting, they start posting on Facebook and stuff like that, which is fine. Talking about how you do this and how you do that. And I think that is great. I think if we help each other out, talk about, what's going on, why am I being blocked from getting paid, blah 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 blah. So something happened, right? Something happened concerning my payment schedule, and it's all my fault. So what happened was I totally forgot. And they sent me a couple of messages about this. This is totally my fault. What ended up happening was that I forgot to enter in my tax information into AdSense. And so I kept watching the dollars accumulate. I think we're something close to $115, which is good, but they won't be delivering the money until the end of August because I messed up. I messed up, Larry Lee, by not giving them my social security number, address, and the rest of the stuff that you have to fill out on a W-9 form. And I didn't find out about it until they tried to get my attention saying, hey, we'd love to pay you, but we can't because you haven't done this step here. And so it's in review right now. And so I'm definitely not getting July's money uh, until August, along with August's money. So whatever the cutoff for August is. So I decided we're going to hold off. I want to be brave and I want to start issuing out that money, but I think I'll wait to see if I come out of review okay on the W-9. If everything goes okay, then we'll see if we can give that money away. But tonight, we'll be giving away a total of 600 pesos. I know you all feel sorry for me. Low Tech Dan's in the house. Low Tech Dan's in the house. And plus, I don't pay attention to the emails. That's the other problem, right? Oh, yeah, geez. Guys, I got to tell you something another thing that's totally my fault. Cha Ram, this makes me nervous a little bit. And that is that, so I get a notice from Barclays Bank, right? Now, either on one of the prior live streams or one of the videos, I talked about how I had a fraud alert from Barclays Bank. So I called them up and they said, we got to issue a new card, even though we don't see any nefarious activity going on in your credit card. We just feel better. There was somebody playing around with it. We feel better. Just issue a new one. So they did. And G's in the house. Good evening. Good evening. So it is Friday evening, a little after 6 p.m. here in the Philippines. Mammy and I made our way over to Angeles City. That is where we're parking it right now. I'm going to tell you the rest of the story in a minute. I sound like Paul Harvey a little bit. Yeah, some of you may know who Paul Harvey was. Good day with the rest of the story, and I'm going to give it all to you. I'm giving you the whole enchilada tonight. Yes, Crystal's Adventure is here. Charmaine, how are you, Charmaine? Always nice to see Charmaine. Another one of my favorite subscribers for sure. Now, so let's talk about it a little bit. I have so many issues. So I call up Barclay Card when I get an alert. But this next alert, now we're not talking about a fraud alert this time. We're talking about a missed payment alert. And I've never missed a payment on a credit card, and I thought I had a zero balance on it. But I did not have a zero balance on that credit card. The interest had not been computed even during that phone call that I was having with the customer service rep, the CSR on that fraud alert. This is a long story already, right? 6:05 in the evening, Friday evening here in the Philippines, Angeles City, walking streets waiting for us tonight. It's Friday night here. We should be out there walking, right? Oy. So anyway, here's what happens, right? They say you're late on your payment, but it's not Barclays credit card who sent me the alert. It was one of the credit agencies that I subscribe with. They sent me an alert saying, hey, you're 30 days late on this payment. What? So I get on my Motorola phone here in the Philippines, a Motorola phone that has Google Fi on it, cost me all of $25 a month. And I call them up and I said, hey, what are you guys talking about? I had a zero balance when I talked to your fraud people because I asked them, what's my current balance? They said zero. They weren't lying, but within the next 24 hours after that happened, a $24 interest would have charge appeared on that credit card. And no one said anything to me, including, I didn't know because I didn't check. I thought I had a zero balance. Turned out I owed them the money. So check this out, right? Check this out. So we're talking about what? 1,300 pesos equivalent. 1,300 pesos late on a payment, 30 days late. They charged me $50 American, which is 23 or 2,400 pesos in penalty. Won't reverse the charges. And they say your SOL means S out of luck. You have to pay. So I'm like, miffed. But I pay it because I owe it. I messed up. I owe it. But, we have these things in the United States called FICO credit score, right? And I have a near perfect FICO credit score. I mean, 900 is possible on Experian, the credit card collect information collecting company, right? The credit reporting agency. 900 is perfect. I had a damn near perfect 900 score. And this is what happens because of that one late payment. And mind you, I don't know anyone else any money anywhere in the world. I take a fall like going in the basement on the credit score down to 721. Oh my God. Which means I cannot go out now and buy a brand new car and get a decent interest rate. Not that I would do anything stupid like that. I just plain don't borrow money, so I don't know why I'm upset. It doesn't matter to me in the long run what the credit score is, except that in case of an emergency, if something happens, I need to tap the bank for cash. I want to be able to do so. Rosalie is here. I just looked up. I saw Rosalie here. How are you today? Thank you for joining the live. 16 million people in the house. Anyway, I get no sympathy from Barclays. The gal's like very nice on the other end of the phone, but she says you have to file a dispute and do all this other stuff. So I file the dispute and I lose it, of course, because I owed the money. I made up something telling them about the factual information of what happened. When I called, they told me I had a zero balance. They didn't give me correct information. The credit reporting company says, oh, yes, they did give you correct information. So did you. They say that your statement is completely 100% accurate. Unfortunately, you're still screwed. Rusty Santos is here. Menge's in the house. We had such a good time over at Festival Mall, visiting with Menge and Minnie Snow. It was beautiful. I really enjoyed it. Yenarine is here. I wish I could meet with every single one of you and just share a meal with you and tell you, how grateful I am that you follow the channel and keep me alive. Oh, every man repeats the story. I got to find out something from every man. I cannot imagine how my life can get any better here in Bakong. I hope you will come and share our happiness. We'll always have a warm bed for you at our seaside villa. Well, that's really nice of you. It's nice to be rich and famous, but, and it's sort of related to what I'm talking about. All right, let's move off of that because that's boring. I just spent 10 minutes telling you a story that who gives a crap about it? Nobody. In the end, I don't either. So let's move on. Let's move on, right? So, yeah, Tim, I'm in the dumpster. Oh, no. Now I'm getting another alert. Sir, your financial status has changed. You're now considered a deadbeat. Tim saying, I don't know if the credit score agencies give out negative number credit scores. If they did, I'll tell you what. Abby, it's complicated. It's a very, very difficult life we lead in the West. You don't want to have anything to do with it. All right, so now, what else was I going to talk about? Oh, Everyman. So I'm watching a live stream, right? I know I'm bouncing around like I always do. I'm watching a live stream, a regular guy, and here comes guess who? Not every, he comes Mark Thornton, right? So Mark Thornton makes a comment to regular guy talking about, uh, well, I'm not going to say specifically what he was talking about, but I asked a regular guy in the chat. I said, is because I was on the bus and I was able to catch the live. First of all, I had downtime. Mammy and I were riding on the bus to Angela City. We're here now. We had downtime. I was spending my time catching up on the live streams, and two people were on that I admire. Daisy Lynn was on doing her 3-year monetization anniversary show, and you had a regular guy doing his show, doing his live stream from the Philly Willies, just around the corner from where we're staying. All right. Oh yeah, yeah. I thought about doing the live stream. Yes, I rode the bus. I did not take. Listen, every man, don't make fun of me just because I didn't call for my chauffeur to bring us over, okay? But every man, here's the thing, Mark Thornton, that wasn't you that were making those nasty comments. That had to be a troll or somebody's ninja or somebody's plant. So that couldn't have been you, right? Saying those nasty things to regular guy. You know what he was saying on there if you watch the live stream. I just can't believe that you would say such mean and nasty things. And so I asked him, I said, regular guy, is that the real Mark Thornton? And of course, nobody chimes in except for him. And he says, I really don't know. But I have a feeling that, I have a feeling that whoever it was that was using Mark Thornton's name, saying all those nasty things to regular guy, I'm sure regular guy banned him, but just doesn't, he's not going to say, oh, he's not going to challenge you by saying, hey, I'm just banning you. I'm forgetting about you. He just ignores you, and then you never see another comment from that person again, right? But he did say something like this to him in response. He said something like, Mark Thornton, he said, we all have a little bit of hurt inside somewhere. And so he was being very philosophical about the whole thing. He was not angry. He didn't display that he was upset by the nasty, mean comments that the so-called Mark Thornton was making on the live stream. And so I dropped the whole thing too. I didn't want to go in there and antagonize them, I didn't want to go in there and say, so was that really Mark? Was that the real Mark Thornton? And I'm appalled at some of the comments that were made. Of course, there were a few other people in the chat today making nasty comments, and some of them I'm familiar with as being plain nasty people because they have caught my attention before also. I just thought I'd throw that out there. He was very gracious. Mike, married to a beautiful woman, is here, and he says hello in his usual fashion. Mike said something that I've been thinking about all week since last live stream. Mike talked about the economy is not related to politics, and I said, no, I said that. He said, I don't like talking politics because the economy and politics are so closely related. And then I said, no, they're not. Yeah. Well, the whole thing is that, they're not this way, in my definition of it. And that is that anytime you want to impact the economy, just stop buying stuff. If you think that's political, then that's okay with me. I mean, if you think that, you're the one that affects the economy. You affect it by spending your money or holding on to it by using credit or not using credit. That's how it works in the States. I'm not familiar with how it works in Canada. All right. Mike Married says, hi to Tim, Anna, Charmaine, Minnie, and Maris. I missed the comment, right? Let me go back. Every man was trying to get my attention. Regular guy and I are very supportive of each other. That's what I thought. But he started saying stuff like, not getting too specific about the nasty stuff, like, don't you ever ask to go on my show and blah, 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 blah. Stuff like that. I know what kind of a person you are now and blah, 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 It kept going on and on. Oh, my goodness gracious. All right. What's the next topic? I know what the next topic is. All right. So the next topic has to do with Tabo. I know. I don't even know if I said it right? All right. I'm not asking you to admit whether this has ever happened to you before, right? But I'm going to tell you what happened to me. And I'm not going to be too graphic because I think that you guys are going to understand what happened. Beta TV is in the house. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And Lorraine Pajadas. Oh, Denz is here. Denz Verga is here. We're going to be drawing pretty soon so I can catch my breath. We're going to be doing that random number generator. Y'all know how it works, right? I might not use the random number generator. I might just pick the number this time because it makes it easy. And I got all kinds of phones going. I'm not sure who they belong to or what I'm doing, right? I never know what I'm doing. That's why I wanted to know whether you had a great time on vacation and how much money did you spend. Was it expensive there in Canada? Everybody tells me that's one of the cheapest countries to live in the entire world. Tabo. Folks, some people have done videos about how to use it, what that barrel full of water is for, right? But let's talk about when you're doing your business in the sea, not showering, not shaving, not using it to wash your hands. Let's talk about you know what, right? When the bidet, when the bum gun isn't, when you don't have access to a bum gun. Yee, what's bum gum? Okay, so here's what happens to me, right? Mark is here. Mark is here, Crystal's other half. So here's what happens, right? So I have a restroom emergency. It happens, right? Everybody has a restroom emergency, just like you have a shopping emergency every now and again. You've got to shop. Listen, there's certain basic human functions that just have to be done. So I have one of those, and I was not paying attention whether I had my wife's with me. Anna Mae says I'm a regular Boy Scout. She was cracking me up one day, right, saying, "You're a regular Boy Scout, Sir Dan. Daisy Lynn Castro is here. Happy third anniversary of being monetized." Man, there were so many people in your live stream that blew me away. There must have been 75 or 100 people at one time, maybe even 200. I don't even know because I had to go. But anyway, I was in there for as long as I could be, Daisy Lynn. But speaking of being in places as long as you need to be. So I was in the CR and realized I had nothing. So I'm looking around, I'm going, uh-oh, I have no way of cleaning up. There's no bidet. There's no there's no a bucket of water. There's nothing. There's no clean running water. There's nothing in there except a flushing toilet. Folks, Trix is here. Hi, Trix. Yeah, I'm in Angeles. Minnie and I are here. Minnie and I are here in Angeles right this very second. We've already been down the walking street taking a look around, and they're doing a lot of work down there. It doesn't really look nor feel the same to me. I think they're getting ready to do something with the walking street, perhaps turn it into an outdoor mall. So let me finish up my story, and then we're going to draw for the first peso 200 winner. So I'm looking around. I'm trying to figure out. Okay, you're an innovative sort of guy. You have no tissue. You've got no bum gun. You've got no running water except for flushing the toilet, and it looked in pretty good shape. So what would you do in that restroom emergency is what I think most of you would have done, right? Use your imagination. So you flushed the toilet. It was a Western style toilet, so we had that going for it. It was not a squatty potty. So I flushed the toilet, right? I waited until it recovered again. I flushed it again, right? And then I used the toilet water as the bidet. Oh no, that's horrible, Dan. I had no choice. I had to use the toilet water as the bidet. So there you go. There's the story. No, I never want to have to do that again. Oh, listen, I've lost some people on that story. Tim says, I have not been to the walking street in many months. All right, well, let's draw. Listen, let's leave the waste aside. Let's not talk about that anymore. Listen, I'm just a regular guy. I'm a regular human being. Every man says, I will donate my winnings today to the kind and loving member of your channel, Dan. All right, well, they're actually all kind and loving members. All right, if you win. But now we're going to do the random number generator, right? But uh, yeah, I better stick to my own rules. I better stick to Tim's rules too. By the way, I hope to see Tim. Tim is saying he's busy this weekend, but we'll be able to see him next week. I'll have to make an appointment. But let me see. Let me see if I could find the random number generator on my phone. or Minnie's phone. Wait. I'm all messed up here. Comments. Yeah. Random number generator. At least you could see me, a little bit of me. It's pitch black in here. I mean, the lighting in here is really bad. I think it's because they're using those energy bulbs, which I'm a fan of. So we bought a little doohickey that a little lamp, that works off my power bank. And so I said, "Oh, that'll do for this live stream." We had to figure something out really fast. So we picked this up at the local IT shop. So okay, 18 million people in the house. We have the random number generator. We're doing between 1 and I gotta move stuff around. Yeah. Oi. All right, I got it. I got the phone in my hand. Okay, we have the random number generator. Wheel. Do you want to use a wheel? That might be more fun. Oh yeah, here's the wheel of names. I think that's what Daisy Lynn was using today. Irene and Iris is here. Menge hanging in there. CBGB is in the house. Dan, my poodle drinks from the toilet. She is very healthy. Yeah, you see, I started thinking about that. I started thinking about how, I mean, for one, here's number one, right? It's your own human waste, for crying out loud. I'm not saying you want to bathe in it, right? But I did flush the toilet 2 times, maybe even three, before I realized, oh, I'm gonna have to use this as the bidet. But it worked out just fine. Everything was fine. I'm still alive. I'm still here. All right, random number. Now we're just gonna use the regular random number generator. I don't want to get too fancy. Something might go wrong. All right, so we're gonna do between 1 and 50. There's 22 million people in here. All right, see, look, let me show it to you. I want to make sure you guys see that. See, can you see it? There it is. See, right now, you should be able to see the number 20 on the screen. That's what it generated the last time. And now it's 26. And now it's 15. And now it's 4. Okay, so now you don't get to see the next one because that's the one we're going to use. It's between 1 and 50. Now, if you don't know the rules, it goes like this. It's the first person that enters the answer first in the chat and gets the guess correctly of what the number is that the random number generator picked between 1 and 50. Now, here's the whole thing. You only have one guess. Your ninjas can't play. Your other names can't play. You can play. One person, one guess. That's how we're going to do it. All right. So now the other part of this is that you have to do it in between where I say start guessing and then stop. All right. That's the other rule. Dan and Minnie's journey. Dan and Minnie's journey. All right. So when I put it in there, once I select the number, you can go ahead and start guessing. All right, hang on though, I'm not ready to go yet. Yeah, I got set up all in 5 minutes, so there, take that. Okay. All right, for the first 200, we have 25 million people in the house. For the first Pesos 200 winner, I'm generating the number now. Don't peek, don't peek, don't peek, no cheating. All right, I have a number. And as soon as you see start in there, you may start guessing because that's why you would put start in there, right? All right, here we go, here we go, here we go. I'm not paying any attention to what's going on, except I'm entering stop. I didn't look to see if anybody won. All right, you're the ones that are going to pick the winner. Okay, here's the number, and then you tell me who won, if anybody won. It's number 19. Number 19 is the number. So I will wait here to see if someone picked 19. I'm looking on my phones just for fun, but I'm waiting for you to give me the answer. Let's see. Huh? Don't see anything yet. No winner. Anna May says no winner. How could it be? 19 is a solid number. 27 million people in the house. We have to do it again. Oh, why? Why must I work so hard? All I want to do is give away a little bit of money. All right, we're going to generate another number. Hang in there with me. 27 million people are here. I appreciate every single one of you. Everyone's saying there's no winner chicken dinner. I'm generating a number. I got the number, and when you see start show up in the chat, you may start to guess. Oh, there we go. You're taking off. You're taking off. Take your best guess. Take your best guess and stop. Okay, let's see. Here's the winning number. 28 million people in the house. The winning number this time is 25. 25 is the number. 25. Do we have a winner? Do we have a winner? I liked giving money away. Just not that much. Not at the moment. But we will. What? Bad Eye's the winner. Are you guys serious? Bad Eye wins. Bad Eye TV. You know that the rest of the story is that I need your Gcash number so I don't have to go looking for it. So I know you have my private message, my messenger. So send me your Gcash account number so that I could send off that pesos 200 winnings that you won that you'll get. That's Mildred, of course. Congratulations, Mildred. I know I have the number somewhere. I just didn't bring it with me. I'm too lazy to be carrying all this stuff around, you know. Even a piece of paper gets heavy. Is Aileen Cruz in the house? Aileen Cruz official must be here. Aileen Cruz, I'm looking for you. Mike said hello to you, so you must be here somewhere. All right. So that's the story about the bidet, right? And yeah, I don't know what to say about it. I don't know what to say about it except it happened. I'm not proud that it happened, but it happens. If you don't already live here in the Philippines, you're planning on coming here, things like this are going to happen. It's just a little bit different here in the Philippines, you know. But I adapted easily. It's been a couple of years, but there's certain things I like to clean up. Clear up. One of them is that there's a good reason why. Tell me if you agree with me or you don't, right? Yeah, I know you're probably watching a million other channels right now, right? But hey, um, here's the thing. I figure it like this, right? So anytime I've been in a CR where they've used toilet paper, where they're depending on toilet paper, TP we call it in the States, right? It would always disappear. Now I'm not saying now I really don't know why this happens, right? But I've been told by a couple of maintenance people that this is the reason why they don't use this. They say they don't use this because people walk away with it, you know? And so I can understand that. I walk away with this. Whenever I get a napkin, an extra napkin from Starbucks or an extra napkin from wherever, if I see one lying on a table, I pick it up and I will put it in my man purse. You know, I'll put it in my purse and I will walk away with it because I know that I may need that napkin. Well, people walk away with this, the TP. See, they walk away with it. I'm not going to say they steal. No, I'm not going to say they steal it. No. But this is the reason why maintenance told me one time they don't stock the TP. So what can I say? You know, if that's true, they spend a lot of money on TP. They don't want to put up with it anymore because it keeps, how should I say this, walking away. So be it. You know, it is what it is here in the Philippines. And the other thing is another observation. I don't really know if this is true or not, right? It's just one of my observations since I'm an expert at observing the human condition. And that is it. No, I was just teasing you about that. Anime, John Ray's here. Okay, so the other thing is this, right? I noticed this too, since we're on the subject of CRs and stuff like that. Why, if they do have a sink available to wash your hands, why is it that if there is soap in the container that they provide, that they always water it down? And so they water it down over and over again so that it's so thinned out, it has nothing. There's no chemical in there at all. You might as well just use plain water because you'll hit that dispenser, right? And water will come out. I have no idea what that's about. I do not know why you dilute the soap, right? The soap when why do you dilute it? Why don't you? I could understand maybe diluting it a little bit, but when it runs that low, you just fill it up with water, and then when it runs down low again, you fill it up with water, and you're doing something. So don't get me started on giving you a lesson on hand washing and how important it is to wash your hands. Oh, we are? Not all humans are human. That's my experience, Mike. Chrissy Mama is hanging in there with us. Thank you for putting up with me. I really appreciate it. Listen, I have to switch water bottles. Uh, Alexia vlog is here. Welcome, welcome. 23 million people in the house. What am I going to do? We're here in D'Angelo City. We did tape the walking street, by the way, Tim, but I did not video the people. Okay. It was in the daytime when people gave me the dirty look. I moved the camera away from them if they did get caught in the shot very, very quickly. But check this out. Tim, I don't know if you're going to find this to be amusing or not. I went by Vikings bar. I went by Vikings bar, right? And I took my camera out and I pointed in the direction across the way from Vikings to make sure they saw me. And then a guy walks by and said, "Hey, have you been beat up by any Koreans lately?" I could not help myself. There was a dude sitting there at Vikings, and he just started laughing his ass off, right? But oh, Tim says that Korean manager is gone. Yes, he's been replaced. John is here. Daisy Lynn's hanging in there with the Sailor Moons in the house. All right. So anyway, listen, I have my own jokes going on in my head. You guys have seen my videos. I'm always cracking some kind of a joke. You could find two or three in the last video that I did. If you go in there and you're watching the whole thing, you're listening carefully, right? You're gonna catch at least two or three jokes that I put in there that crack me up. I don't know if you'll get them because they're a little bit. I mean, you'd have to know me. To know me is to love me. But then you'll go in there and you'll watch the video and you'll say, "Did he just say that? Was Dan making a joke?" And I'm telling you here and now, I was, and I meant no harm by it. It's just funny stuff. that it catches my attention. I say something about it, boom. That's the way it goes. Mike Mary says, Dan, important question. Does Minnie write your jokes? Well, Minnie is a truly unique individual, that's for sure. And so we do joke around a lot. I don't know if you can tell. Dan just stopped with the dad jokes. The dad jokes, huh? Okay. Um, Father knows best. All right, so now I'm starting to think there was something else I wanted to talk about. We're 42 minutes and 5 seconds or so into the stream, and there's something really, really important. Oh, yeah. I remember one of the live streams, I did this talk about know where your teenage daughter is, but I didn't say know where your teenage son is. And so I took a little bit of heat for that. And so, but what I really meant to say was know where your teen daughter is. Are you catching my drift here? Keep an eye on the girl, right? Because teen pregnancies are up in the Philippines by a huge, huge number, something like 30%. So teen pregnancies are going crazy right now. And so what I did was I do the research so you don't have to. I went to court and I started talking. I started reading a few articles that started talking about uh, the dilemma with Philippine teenage girls. They were making some very, very good points. So you had a few teenage girls get in there, Filipinos, talking about how they have to walk the fine line in the world of social media of respecting their elders while at the same time being accepted socially and on social media by their peers. It's because of teen boys, no one is watching them. That's right, exactly. And so now I've been known to walk up to a couple on occasion that were obviously youngsters. I'm talking about 15 years, maybe 16 years, saying, do your parents know where you are today? Just to have them turn around and say, thank goodness they don't, or I would be in a hell of a lot of trouble. And so I had mentioned that one way you might be able to, you know, um, level the playing field a little bit is to volunteer to be an escort at a distance. An escort at a distance means you're not actually there in their face, but you're not there separating them when they're holding hands. You're not there when they're giving each other a peck on the cheek or anything like that. You're just making sure everything is cool from a distance, because I'm seeing some things reminding me an awfully lot of the United States, and it's starting to fall apart. So I don't know if you know this or not. Socially, it's starting to fall apart. Back when I was a teen, I'm talking about the 1970s, not today. Today, they have it under control in the United States. Today's teenagers are totally different crop. They're a totally different crop of people. But so here's the thing. I don't know if you know this or not. 1/3 what be a long distance mentor. There you go. That's a good way of putting it, Tim. So one thing is that you should know is that 1/3 of the Philippine population are under the age of 15. Did you guys just hear what I said? 1/3 of the Filipino population, the Philippines population, I should say, not Filipino, Philippines population are under the age of 15. 1/3. They're everywhere. Teens are everywhere. 1/3 of every people you meet are going to be under the age of 15. You better be keeping your eyes open if you have teens under the age of 15. That's when all the stuff starts to happen. I'm just suggesting. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm suggesting, that you'll have to come up with some system. And I know people have said to me privately when I mentioned this, they've said, "Oh man, it is the most difficult thing to, to try to guide a teenager these days." And I'm agreeing with you. It is. Playing you here, Dan, in the background, sir. Dan and Minnie's Journey will give medicine first. Someone gives all three of them. Oh my gosh, you're sick. I'm starting to get sick a little bit. I don't know if you could hear that I'm a little nasally today. Dengue cases are growing in the Philippines. Please take care. Yeah, listen, dengue cases. Uh, most of them are not severe, right? But you have to be keen on what the symptoms are for dengue. Right? You have to be keen. You have to know when to act. And so, in order to know when to act, it's very difficult. You go to Google, see what the symptoms are, start reading about what you could do to mitigate the symptoms. That's where I would start. Tim says, give them chastity belts. I think they did that way back in the dark ages sometime, didn't they, Tim? I don't think it worked out so well. Uh, I'm not sure it worked out so well. Listen, folks, we're 48 minutes and 8 seconds into the stream. Let's go ahead and do another random number because I think it's good. Let's do another random number, right? Let's generate another random number, give away another 200 pesos. I really appreciate you guys being here. 23 million people in the chat right now. 22 just lost one when I said we're going to draw. And the winners stand down. Now, Bada, you already won. So, you're good for tonight. I know you're still here giving me a count. I really appreciate that. But you won, and so we'll be sending you that money. But no, your guess, you guessed correctly. You got one winning guess, and now you're good to go. We're going to give away a prize to somebody else. Give somebody else. By wrong, Dave Barbero's in the house. Menge is waiting patiently while I pick a random number, and I'm generating one right now. Huh? And start guessing. Do. Let's guess. All right, when you see start, enter into the chat. All right. Oh man, you guys are taking off. Stop. All right. So our first winner was Mildred, Bad TV. And are we going to have a second winner tonight? The number is 14. 14. 14 is what the random number generator picked. It ain't on me. If you want to blame somebody, blame Google random number generator. I'm going to wait a couple seconds to see. Anna May has said there are no winners, and she's been accurate when she has said no winner. No winner, Mel. No winner, Menge. And so there's no winner. We're going to go again. 29 or 30 million people in the house. I'm generating another number. I have it. The number's between 1 and 50. And you can start guessing as soon as you see the start in the chat next to my name is coming up now. Start guessing. And here we go. Here we go. And stop guessing. And let's see if we have a winner this time. I don't know if we will because this number is pretty high. This number was pretty high. No, I'm not high, but the number is. So the winning number 40 this time around. 40. Do we have a winner at 40? 40 for 200 pesos. Do we have a winner? Winner, chicken dinner. Huh? No winner. E. Ooh. Dang, and we're 51 minutes and 34 seconds into this live stream and we don't have a winner. So I'm going to go ahead and generate another number. And I got it. And when you see start, you can start guessing. Hopefully we'll get a winner this time around. All right, stop. When you see stop. All right, let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. 31 million people in the house. And the winning number is 36. 36 is the winning number, and you have to tell me if there's a winner between the start and the stop. Is there a winner? And it's most likely going to be what you're looking at and not what I'm looking at, because I can't see if a person guessed after. No winner, they're saying. Anna G is saying, yeah, I saw that someone did pick number 36, but was it after the stop showed up in the chat? That's the question. Let me give a moderator, let me give a wrench to somebody. Hang on just a second. Yeah. Oh, Girly Senna, you're late. Okay. All right. So we're gonna do it again. I believe that was right, that that the guess came after the stop. So we're gonna generate again another number. I'm hitting the button now. I have the number. All you have to do is wait until I put start in the chat and then start guessing. When it appears, you start guessing. And stop. All right. Oh, Mertz is here. Hi, Mertz. How are you? Miss you. It is number 6 this time. Number 6. Do we have a number 6? Ashwini, kitchen and travel vlogs. Please support my channel, friends. Since Mertz is late, Irene, congratulations. Who won? Who won? Irene. Irene and Irish. People are saying Irene and Irish won. Do I have consensus on that it was Irene and Irish that won? Irene and Irish. Congrats, Irene and Irish. Okay, it's Irene and Irish. Irene and Irish. Okay, so if you want your pesos 200 winnings, you have to send me in the chat. You have to send me your GCash number, your GCash account. And right after the live stream, I'm sending the winnings out. So first winner was Bada TV or Mildred for 200. Then Irene and Irish for pesos 200. I think it's been a while since I won anything. Yeah, I think it's been a while. I'm glad I came to the chat today. All right, so what else was I going to talk about? Okay, we talked about the teenagers. We talked about what happened to me with in the CR. Maybe that wasn't the most pleasant thing to talk about. Oh, the final thought that I'd like to share at 55 minutes and 56 minutes into the channel almost is that Minnie and I, we had dinner we had dinner a couple of times at a couple of different, I guess it would be Mediterranean restaurants, Middle Eastern food. And oh, you haven't, Tim? I hope you win. There's one more opportunity. And the food is absolutely delicious. I'm talking about Turkish food in one case. Do they refer to that as being Mediterranean when they use olive oil and they use we had things like tabbouleh salad, pita bread, falafel, um, those types of things. And I got to tell you, that is some delicious food and healthy for you. And so a couple of nights a week, we went out and we had that type of food. And I did not miss not eating meat on those nights. I didn't have any meat. The falafel was delicious in both instances, uh, in different restaurants. And I just feel like, wow, I need to get out more. That's what I want to talk about. I need to get out more and sample what the world has to offer. I'm going to tell you something. We went to a Subway sandwich shop the other day, and I had a beautiful salad at Subway that was absolutely delicious. And I think that I'm starting to miss certain flavors of food. And that brings up something else I want to tell you about. Minnie and I, some of you know about it already, but are you keeping an eye on the election? Uh, Mike, why did you have to come and bring that up? Why did you have to come and bring that up? There are a lot of moving parts going on. It's very complex. I don't feel like I'm qualified to be able to talk about it, but I am qualified to tell you what our next move is. Here's what happened, right? What happened is that a friend of mine calls me up. Now you guys know that we were planning on going either Vietnam, we were going to go to Cambodia and then Thailand. That in that order, because we were going to move south to north. So we were going to go Manila to Da Nang, which I believe that Sess is there. Sess and her husband's there, right now, or they're somewhere around Vietnam, and they probably are going to Cambodia because that just makes sense. Siem Reap, to see the ruins at Angkor Wat, and then and then you'd go north. You'd go to probably to Bangkok. Well, here's what happened. A friend of mine calls me up, right? Friends that I've known for 30 years, whole family, right? All boys, brothers, all around my age, right? 70, 65, 67, 72, in that age range. But I've known them for about 25 or 30 years. And they say, Dan, we're having this great time in Thailand. And we're able to hook up this condominium for you and Minnie. Just come on over for 2 months to Thailand. And I started thinking about how I miss the food. How I'm starting to crave the fresh vegetables and fruits and some of the things that won't grow here in the Philippines. It did not take a lot of arm twisting for me to say, oh my gosh, let's go. For me to convince Man Minnie, we need to go to Thailand. Look at everything's lined up. Everything's all lined up. So, well, that is a good trivia question for which I don't know, Mike. What is the oldest bones found in the Philippines? No, well, we're in Angeles City now, Abby G. We moved on. We're in Pampanga. We're in Angeles City, only a few blocks away from Lewacan Street, from the McDonald's and the big Walking Street sign. Oh, I want to tell you, it didn't take a lot of arm twisting for Mammy to go out there and find some tickets. And the best deal out there is going to be either AirAsia or Cebu Pacific. And I want to tell you that I have a little bit of a gripe about both of them, right? Because they're very efficient airlines, but thing is, they fly the Airbus 320 to Bangkok. Both of them do, I believe. And I was expecting that they would fly a little bit of a bigger jet for comfort. After all, it is an international flight. Started thinking, why I can understand them not wanting to fly the A350, Why aren't they flying the, the Airbus 330, right? It's between 49 and 51,000 years old. Wow. The dong is here. So why, that's the only complaint, is that you get a much smoother ride on a larger jet. But they're gonna fly us over there. The best deal is really, and probably always will be, Cebu Pacific on that Airbus 320. But it's a little bit of a rough ride, right? Because it's a 320, so you're gonna feel the turbulence and the ups and downs and the side to side movements on that plane. That's my only gripe. No, I have another gripe. I have another gripe, and then we're finishing this live stream off. Talk a little bit about what happened, and then we're gonna pick that final peso 200 winner for the night, giving away a total of 600 pesos. Now, here's what happened. I assume that like Air Asia, you get one carry-on bag, 7 kilo, and you get one check-in up to 32 kilo. That's standard operating procedure for most airlines. That's what you would get if you flew Air Asia. But unfortunately, that's not the way it works with Cebu Pacific, right? Tim said I had 8 hours of turbulence crossing the Pacific Ocean. Oh my goodness. And they fly a big jet too. I mean, the turbulence on a big jet must have been horrible. Charmaine, what would you do in this situation? Here's what happens. I come to find out after talking to a friend, tells me that, hey, you need to purchase separate the check-in baggage, right? I go, what? They go, yeah. They don't, Cebu Pacific, you have to pay for the check-in baggage. I said, even on an international flight? They go, yeah. I said, who does that? So I call them up, right? And they say, yeah, you got to purchase it. You got to go online and you got to purchase your baggage. Well, the baggage round trip for Mammy and I, it's going to be an additional $100, right? Which isn't bad. That's $50 each way. And no big deal, right? I mean, but it just annoys me. Why can't they just factor that 32-kilogram bag into the price of the ticket, and then people won't get mad? So then I go online, right, and I do what they tell me to do. The thing won't work. The thing doesn't work and won't let me add the bags. So I had to go into the online chat and talk to somebody. It took about an hour, but no. First, we went to SM Mega Mall because we knew there was a Cebu City ticket office there. So we took the time to go down there, and only to find out that it was closed due to the typhoon. So they sent all their employees home and said, go home and take care of your families. I do believe that was the right thing to do. But there wasn't a ticket office for Cebu Airlines open anywhere, and you could not get them on the phone. So when I went to the online chat, I was number 300 in line. And so I waited. I just let the phone run, until they got to me. And I said, listen, the app doesn't work. And the guy says, well, can you screenshot the error and send it to me? I said, listen, I enjoy a lot more being a customer than I do an employee of Cebu Pacific. And the guy starts laughing. He goes, that's the first time that anybody has ever said that to me. I said, listen, I don't work for you. If I go in there and I have to solve your IT problem and present pages of screenshots, then you have to pay me for it, in the form of free checked-in bags. Right? So he's laughing. He goes, oh my God. He says, you're funny as hell. No one has ever said that to me. He said, well, it's the truth. It's the truth. You should pay me for doing the homework. I'm not saying I couldn't get it to work, but I don't want to, because I enjoy paying for the flight and getting the full service. So he says, well, I can fix it for you. What I could do is I could go ahead, I could lock you into those 2 check-in bags One for you, one for your wife, right? And then you go online and you pay for it, and you'll probably have a much easier time paying for it than you will trying to figure out how to buy the extra baggage, right? And so he was absolutely right. So he did his thing, right? And then he says, "Listen, it was fun as hell talking to you on the line. You know, I really had a blast." I go, "You're a really, really good customer, and you have a good spirit about it." And I said, "Same to you. Same to you. We were able to work it out." So then I went online to Cebu Pacific. They're always updating that dang website. One day they're going to get it to work right. I don't care if you use the standalone desktop site or you use the app. They're screwed up. They think they have they think they have the best thing since sliced bread, and I'm telling you right here and now they don't. You know, they need to import some people from somewhere else to help them out with the IT problems because it ain't working. It ain't seamless enough. And you can make those apps so they're so seamless, they're so intuitive that you'll just go A, B, C, D, done. I'm happy. But no, it takes hours and hours to figure out how the thing works, right? So Tox is here. Hi, Tox. Oh man, I'm always thinking about Tox when I see the chocolate. I can't help it. Probably was Baguio. Was Baguio ever the capital? So that was the home of the Central Command, by the way. All right. So I was talking to a couple of Filipinos that didn't know that that was the home to the Central Command, right? Beautiful Tox is here. All right. So now, where was I in this talk? Oh yeah. So I went in there and checked this out. Now I'm giving them a compliment. Now I'm giving them a compliment because all's fair in love and war, right? When they do something right, they hit a home run. And so I go in there and I say, look at all these options. I could pay with credit card. Oh, you know how I feel about that, right? All right, forget it. All right, forget it. So with Cebu. Okay, Cebu. Um, oh, so you learned something new. You learn something new every day. So thanks. That was a nice trivia question. Now give me a moment. Give me a moment so I can get through this story, Mike. Don't throw another question out there until I'm done telling the story, right? All right. The story is they take PayPal. Cash is king. I love it. You guys know that about me. I was able to go in there and pay for the baggage, the check-in baggage, through my PayPal account, and it went flying through. Wham bam, I'm a happy man. And so, boom, we're done. Boom, done. Although it took 4 or 5 hours all total, going here, going there, trying to figure out how to get this done before arrival time. So we're here in Angeles City. We're going to be here for a few days, and then we're going to be on the Big Bird, and we'll be flying over to Thailand. We'll be staying in Jom Tien Beach in a condo that is in the same building that my buddies already have condos in. We were able to find one of the residences that live there that they rent month to month, and so we were able to hook up 2 months worth of rental. So we'll be in Thailand for 2 months, eating pad thai and all that beautiful food and the fresh fruits and vegetables that won't cost such a fortune because they don't come from Baguio or imported from California. Sun-kissed oranges, like that. All right. So we're happy, man. Minnie's happy. So let's go ahead and make you happy by generating doing the final round, giving somebody the opportunity to walk away with pesos 200. I'm going to generate right now the number. Oh, something happened. And then when you see the start show up in the chat, you may start guessing until you see it say stop. Ready? I have the number. Go. Last peso 200 winner of the evening, and then we're out of here. We're going to be on the walking street. I'm not drinking tonight, though. That's another story. I'm not drinking. Okay, stop. Oh, yeah. Before we go and we tell you who the winner is, or if we have a winner, I just want to say this, right? I have not been feeling well. I haven't been feeling well, and I stopped. I just want to point this out. I stopped drinking beers for just a couple of nights, and I started feeling better. And I'm not talking about hangover stuff. I'm talking about physical health, you know, issues. Where I actually could feel, you know, something happening, lump in my throat, sort of thing. And I stopped drinking the beer and I started drinking water. And I stopped eating meat for a couple of days and started eating more vegetables. And I started feeling way better. And so that sent me a clue. And the clue is that I need to do something now in order to change. I need to make a lifestyle change, right? And so we're at it again, trying to make a lifestyle change. And Thailand comes in handy right now. The timing was good. The timing was good because my friends will make sure that I walk every day. I stay on this. I eat the vegetables and the healthy, fresh food. They will show me where I can get it, and then I need to get a few of these. I need to get the poundage off, and to get at least 20 or 25 pounds off by the time this trip is over. Okay, Dan, what is the winning number? The winning number that was pulled is 18, 1-8. Do we have a winner at 18? I'll wait a few seconds to see if we have a winner at 18 for the last Pesos 200 winner. No, I haven't had a Bavarian. I haven't had any kind of a donut in a long time. But I had a cinnamon roll. Cinnamon's good for you, Tim. I had a Cinnabon. And yes, I ate the whole thing. Manolin Reyes is it's you. Congratulations, Manolin. Manolin wins. Manolin Reyes, Pesos 200. Well, I've had a lot of fun. I don't know if you have or not. Probably not. Listen, I'm just a human. I'm just talking about everyday life. That's all that goes on here. And we'll share more in the next live stream. But for now, anyway, we got 3 winners. So Madeline Reyes just won. And then earlier we had Beta TV or Mildred won. And I won. Irene and Irish Pesos 200. So listen, I just want to remind you that if you won, don't count on me to figure out where to send the money. You need to send me a chat, right? A chat message. Dan, here is my Gcash number. If you want to lose weight, it's very easy. More water, less food. Mike, I'm right here. I got it right here. I'm doing it. I'm doing it right now. Right here, right now. So no, I got that message. See, so cheers to that, Mike. Thank you. You're on my side, bro. Mm, that's refreshing. All right, folks. I don't know if Man Minnie's up to saying hi or bye because she's naked. She's half naked over there.
Yes, sure.
Why not? Here she comes. Hun, put some clothes on first, though, before you come over here.
I'm not naked.
Oh, she's not naked. She says.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
She's been over here resting. I don't know what the rest of the night is going to.
How are you guys?
Yeah, it's Friday night. You're in the Philippines. We're a couple blocks from Walking Street. Why not head over there, right, and enjoy your lives and run into regular guy and all the famous YouTubers over there, right? All right, everybody, don't forget, send me your Gcash number, and I will send you your winnings. Congratulations to the winners. See everybody on the next one. Bye-bye. We are out right now.